Thank you very much, Matthias. Now I'd like to bring up the third speaker for the proposition, Bart van Merrie.
Honorable Chair, dear timekeeper, estimable jury, dear opposition. I know in Germany it's long past dinner time, so I hope all our talk about food isn't making you too hungry. Dear government, whose speaking eloquence is only rivaled by their obsession with French cuisine and gourmandise. Ladies and gentlemen of the audience, good evening. As a Dutchman who came to this country not too long ago, I, like many foreigners, have fallen in love with the French. When you're sipping vin rouge on the banks of the Seine, savoring a chunk of camembert, eating an artisan baguette, it's hard to imagine how life here could get any better. But then there are the aspects of French life which are so conveniently left out of tourist brochures and movies like Midnight in Paris. If this opposition truly believes that this country shouldn't be more German, I urge you to try and apply for housing benefits or get a new passport. The terror of what the French call l'administration would surely make you come back and beg this house to stop this. To claim that these shortcomings are an integral. Yes, sir.
No, we don't even have.
No.
Sorry.
Affected time.
But then to claim that these shortcomings are an integral part of French life that should be preserved is too static a view of culture. As the Prime Minister, Jean, has explained, culture needs to adapt. We need to move forward. We need to progress. Sometimes the grass on the other side really is greener, which is why it is about time that France learns from Germany for all the reasons that my colleague Alain has described. Sorry. Nowadays, messing up. Could use some German efficiency here. All of Europe actually could use a dash of German right now. For much of the 1990s, German was the sick man of Europe. He had an array of economic problems. Nowadays, you put to open a newspaper, read the headlines. Germany, the powerhouse of Europe, a shining beacon of how to run an economy efficiently in time of crisis. Your use this based on principles like a willingness to work hard, to work together, to build a thriving and inclusive society. And you have the results that show it. You have the second largest trade surplus in the world. You have the lowest unemployment rate in 20 years. And the last large European economy to maintain its AAA rating. Yes, sir.
Trading surplus just means that we don't have that much stuff. Why is that good?
Trading surplus means that the entire world is asking for German products because you're doing As a first step in learning from the Germans, this team has asked me to speak, to set a German example. There might have been a slight confusion between Dutch and Deutsch, and van and von, but foreign languages have never been France's strong suit. Nonetheless, this was an admirable attempt because Germany has so much to learn from. Still not entirely organized. Germany has written some of the blackest pages in European history, but right now it is fighting harder for Europe than it ever did against. Once more is Germany trying to unite Europe, but this time under a European flag and not a German one. We might disagree as countries on what is the best for Europe, but the fact is that Germany dares to dream. They have a vision. They have a yearning to improve this continent, to make progress. And it's this idealism, this positivity, this drive that every country in Europe can learn from. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we talk a lot about stereotypes. We talk a lot about what defines culture. In German they say, andere Länder, andere Sitten. Other countries, other customs. Which couldn't be more true, but it's simply not the end of it. We should all strive to preserve the best parts of ourselves while working on our shortcomings. Germany has set an example of norms and values that we can learn from. It has been a template of economic success, and above all, it's been a visionary on this continent. Ladies and gentlemen, I am a Francophile. There, I've said it. My Dutch heart has long been lost to Marianne wielding the French tricolore. I have fallen head over heels for the French cultural recipe of joie de vivre, gourmandise, and flânnerie. But, Honorable Chair, this French recipe could use a dash of German goodness. just like my home country, the Netherlands, and all other countries in Europe, would probably taste a little bit better with a hint of sauerkraut and a bit of schnitzel on the side. Thank you.